Welcome to another edition of the number one question show. Today's topic, Oprah Winfrey. Matter of fact, cut the fucking beat off. Let's go right into this issue. A few days ago, young black man, a teenager in fact, straight A student, was beaten to death in the city where this woman records her show, where she was born and raised, and she did not have a comment or show nothing about it. Nothing. But people want to get upset with me when I say Oprah Winfrey does nothing for black people. They want to say, oh yeah, she's giving women a platform to talk about their issues. She's opened schools in Africa. She's given millions to charities. It's because of Oprah that hearing news and issues from black people has become acceptable in the mass media. But I say, what the fuck is really going on? Huh? Well, what has Oprah really done for black people? And those things that I just mentioned, what the fuck do they really mean? And excuse my vulgar tone, but I'm just upset with her. I'm looking for HARPO to maybe beat her again to knock some sense into this woman's cranium. A platform for women? What women? Middle-aged white women? Assimilated black women? Oh yeah, she's giving them the platform. But when has she had a Afrocentric woman on her show talking about Afrocentric issues? When has she done that shit? When has she really did a show that addressed the causes in our communities? When has she done that? Never. She wants to do shows about the effects. Black men aren't going to school. It's crime. It's gangs. This is crazy. Yeah, she can do shows about that, but she can't do shows about the causes. Drugs in the community? Who has the boats and the airplanes to go get the shit and bring it here? Who controls the images on TV that would make a young black man gravitate towards fucking drug dealers, pimps, hustlers, basketball players, entertainers, rather than to a Cornell West? You know, a Dr. Amos Wilson, rest in peace. You know, you won't see the bombardment of those images on TV. You'll see all the negative ones. And the one outlet that we have, which also happens to be one of the most powerful outlets, the Oprah Winfrey Show, you know, she does not talk about these things that affect us. And you can give me the fucking bullshit about, yes, she has. She has. No, she has not, because if she did that, her ass would not be on the air no more. All of the sponsors will pull out. Those same old ass, middle-aged white women would get out of their seats and slap her ass in the face with some hot coffee. That's what would happen. And she's scared. She doesn't want to lose her finances. All right? What can she do? What is it that Oprah can do that would have an impact? And no, it's not always about money. Like I said before, you know what I mean? Oprah is one of the most powerful women in mass media history. Whatever she says, whatever she has a show about, like that, becomes reality. It becomes valid in an instant when she says it. So yes, you can have a show about this and the rest of the world will understand what's going on. You know, I don't understand it. I really don't get it. And I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but she can start a show for Dr. Phil, a person that really does not know much about psychology. She can do a show for this man. He's not really even a doctor. She can start another show called The Doctors, but yet she cannot put together a show to inform young urbanites about what's going on, what's really going on. She cannot fund a show that will educate people about the issues of racism. She can't do a show on that. And anybody out there that's going to say, well, you know what I mean, it wouldn't be a moneymaker. You're lying. You're lying. You're talking about any talented young black man or woman in this country generates so much fucking money for so many people. It is just, the number is astronomical. If it wasn't for us, there would be no economy. Sports, the arts, so on and so on. So don't feed me that bullshit that it wouldn't be productive, it wouldn't be a moneymaker, it wouldn't garnish attention, because it would. I mean, I'm almost at a loss of words. If you've seen the video of this beating, I damn near cried seeing this, man. And it's sad, not only for his family, but for the 3 other kids, because they're going to lose their life too. So instead of 1 murder, we now have 4 murders, because these other 3 kids are going to jail for the rest of their lives. And again, the media, the depictions. Let me throw this at you, food for thought. White kids in Colorado shoot up a high school. Instead of calling them criminals, these thugs, these gangbangers, nah. They wanted to figure out what would push such good kids to the limit like this. Were they being bullied? Were there problems at home? They wanted to get into the psyche. But our kids, thugs, gangbangers, they should have been in jail. What were they doing on the streets anyway? This kid was in the wrong place at the wrong time. See, they don't want to address the effects. They don't want to talk about the environment that created these kids. They don't want to talk about the legal system, the economic system within that community. And this is what pisses me off about Oprah and the rest of the motherfuckers. That they have a platform to talk about this, to shed some light on what's creating these situations. But they choose to do nothing. We want to put the color purple on ice. Where the fuck is HARPO so he can beat some sense into this woman's head? I'm tired of this shit. And for anybody that I have offended, my older black women that are probably a little upset with me, we got to start being real about the situation. We can't always go to these kids are young and dumb. Just stop doing it. It doesn't matter if a person's 12 years old, 20 years old, 30, whatever the case may be. You can learn something from anybody. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking nuclear physicist. You could learn something from somebody that never spent a day in school. Some of the greatest advice I've ever gotten in my life has come from drug addicts, come from men that just got out of jail. And I'm not lying. Not from a professor, not from any of the local ministry, not from any mayor. Has come from fiends, drug addicts. All right? So don't disvalue someone's information because they're younger than you. You don't know the research that they've done. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know their state of mind. And we got to stop doing that. That is our biggest problem, the communication gap. Have to be more open-minded to new information. And not to throw shots at the previous generation, but what the hell have y'all done for us lately? What have you done to teach the younger generation of how to survive in this current climate? I apologize for ranting and raving and having my points all out of order, because I'm really just speaking out of emotion. This was a show that was just like spur of the moment. All right. This is the end of part 1. I promise you in part 2, I'm going to be even more in depth, more organized, etc., etc. But I got to get ready to go out the door. Big shout out to Righteous Minds. Big shout out to Black Thought. Big shout out to anybody that's sharing their opinion. And it's not about agreeing with people. It's not about even being friends with people. It's about communicating and starting conversation, dialogue between us, even if we don't agree. Till next time.